Guys, live TV, sorry about that. Again, we're talking about the movie Queen of Hearts, and again, we're getting into like development of the character and exactly Anne and why she goes into this. So we're gonna throw to a clip actually of the movie just to see exactly what we're talking about of Queen of Hearts. So let's throw the clip right now.
Hvem er du?
Det ved du godt. Jeg er så heldig.
Ja, jeg vet.
Tak. Velkommen, Gustav. Gustav flytter ned til os.
Er vi så hans familie nu?
Det har vi da hele tiden været.
Han hatar mig.
Ja, selvfølgelig hader han dig. Du er hans far. Du må bare finde dig i.
Det här är Amanda. Det är min styvmor.
Vilken är din älsklingsfärg?
Jag har inte riktigt så mycket kompisar.
Det er jeg heller ikke.
Kære Anne, tillykke.
Jag var den första du hade sex med.
All right, so that was a look at Queen of Hearts, and again, we're talking about the main character, Anne, and it's interesting because usually in Hollywood we kind of see the older male figure with the younger female.
Yeah.
It's reversed in this story.
Yeah.
As the director, was there a specific reason why you chose to do, an older female character with a younger male?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of to look into a character like that. So often when we see stories like this, we tend to focus on the victim of the boy, if it's a boy or it's a girl, and we wanted to kind of turn around that perspective and see, like, what if you go all the way with the seducer and not the seduced person. Mm-hmm. So, and of course that creates some provocation and I think for people to watch this, it demands something of the audience, because you have to, when you see the movie, decide which side are you on, and that I like to challenge audiences like that.
Well, and I think that's beautiful, because usually movies we see black and white. This is very much a gray matter where I don't think there is a right or wrong. As Anne, as the main character, can you explain kind of the feelings behind the character and how you got prepared for this? And because it's not necessarily an evil thing, it's not necessarily a good thing. It's a human behavior.
It's a human being on screen. That's what we try to create, a real character, a whole person. And we worked for many years actually on the script. Okay. And I was invited in at an early stage with and the scriptwriter, Louise Kenne. And I comment on the different treatments, and we talked about the character, and so I was part of the development in a way, and that helped us a lot when we had to shoot, that we did all this work together and discussion about what kind of woman is this, and what kind of background does she has, and we also talked about that maybe she has experienced something in her early life that influenced her way of thinking, and all these kind of things inspired us a lot. And of course you did a lot of research that you put into the script, and I learned about that. And so when we had to shoot, we also did some rehearsals with the young actor and the husband, but when we had to shoot, I mean, we really had a good state to jump from in a way, and that's what we did, because it was really not easy. It was very challenging. It has to be complex all the time. And I like to work like that. Likes to work like that. Contradictions. I think that's real life, and that's what acting is about. You have to, not to defend a character, but you have to invite the audience into the inner chaos of a character. So you might understand what she is struggling with. You don't agree,
Yeah.
But you understand who she is, or what she is, her longing, her trying to keep it all together, you know, all these kind of things that she is struggling with. And that's it was very interesting work. And of course there are also some sex scenes, and there are a lot of demanding things. But we worked in a very safe environment on set, and people were so professional, and also the young guy, he's not that young in real life. So I mean, everything was taken so good care of, so we could dare a lot of things when we were shooting, because we were in a comfort zone together.
I think daring is a very beautiful word for this movie, because I think movies, especially with these days, I don't think there's really too much off limits in terms of stories, because it's real life. Is there anything you two want the audience to get away from this film, to take in and maybe understand more about the film, about the story?
I think that the story is not a story that gives you answers. It's a story that asks questions. And therefore we struggled a lot actually not to maneuver the audience into a certain way of thinking. So and that's we work with that perspective all through, also like visually, not to be in close-ups all the time, not to cut to close-ups all the time, but kind of to broaden the perspective in order for the audience to invite them into the story and take a stand. And I think basically if there is one thing that we wanna say, it's that a person like her, she's also a person. She's not only a monster. Maybe she's doing monstrous things, but it doesn't necessarily make her only a monster. You know, all monsters have real sensitivity and emotions and empathy, but
it makes her human.
It makes her human, yeah. And so we worked a lot with like to invite people into engaging in this character, and then of course she is, I don't want to tell too much because I want the audience to get the full experience.
And when can people actually go watch the movie? When is it premiering?
It's premiering tomorrow.
All right.
Here at Sundance.
We are so excited.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited to see it. Thank you, you two, for coming on and talking this morning. We're our first interview, so thank you so much. I hope it went well. Guys, the movie's called Queen of Hearts. You're definitely going to want to see it, and don't miss out on it. It's a beautiful film that is a must-see. We have plenty more in the can after this commercial break.